What is up, everybody? It's CJ Plays here, and I'm back with another Sims 3 furnishing video. So today, I'm going to be furnishing this row of townhouses in a custom world called Autumnvale. So, some of you may remember because I did a world overview for this world a couple of weeks ago, and in that video, I asked if any of y'all would be interested in seeing me furnish any of the houses for a video, and a lot of y'all said yes, so I was like, okay, bet, I got to do it. So, I decided to do this in like the speed build format because this house took me all day to furnish, y'all. I'm not even playing. All day. There's like 4 separate like townhouses in a row. There was a lot. So I think it took me like over an hour to like just like for the footage. Even then I cut out a lot of stuff from the footage. Even now for the video on YouTube, it's like around like 18 minutes because I cut out so much stuff. Like, y'all, there was a whole bunch of editing. So hopefully you enjoy it. If you do enjoy it, please be sure to like leave a like, comment something down below, you know, all that good YouTube stuff though. But so this is like the first like unit or first house, so I wanted this one to like be super nice and cozy looking, and I think I accomplished that for this one. Now I had a hard time trying to figure out if I wanted this house to be like a fall house where it has like a bunch of fall decorations and pumpkins everywhere, or if I wanted to like furnish this to be a house and it just so happened to be fall time, so we have like, you know, just some decorations, not like full on like autumn. So I think I kind of went with the latter, where it's more so like, you know, a house in fall. So moving on, this is like the kitchen section. So I really love the way that this kitchen turned out. I think this might be either my favorite or like one of my favorites for this. There's like 4 in all, but I think this one really sticks out to me because I went super fall in here, y'all. Like, so all of the kitchens in this like building or house, they all have like island countertops, and that's just something that I like doing a lot more recently, is just having island counters, because, you know, sometimes if you have like one sim, maybe you don't need to sit at like a full table, you could just sit at an island counter or something like that. So I did end up putting like a table back here in case, you know, if you download this house and you want to play with a bunch of sims and stuff, you can technically play this way. If you didn't know, you could just have like a bunch of sims all living in one building like this, and you could just like lock the doors for specific sims or allow certain sims to pass through. So there is a way to play like this. But yeah, so in here, y'all, it's just like my favorite one. So I ended up putting like those nice curtains. So I used like the curtains from like one of the Ultra Lounge sets, and then I ended up using like the curtains from the Master Suite stuff, y'all, and they have like the little leaf design on it, and this room looks so nice and cozy. Again, I kind of feel like I went a little bit overboard in here with the fall and like, you know, the decorations and stuff, but like, let me just have this, y'all, okay? It looks nice. I also ended up putting a dishwasher underneath, and then I also ended up putting like a microwave, just so your sims can have like, you know, some extra cooking options and stuff like that. And then there is like a small bathroom. There's like so many bathrooms, y'all, in this entire build video. Like, literally a lot of the bathrooms like super small, so I cut out a lot of the furnishing of those. So yeah, I mean, they're just bathrooms, y'all, so they have like toilets, sinks, and showers or tubs or whatever, so you're not really missing too much though. But this one was really cute, so I wanted this one to be like very like autumn themed. I put like the little autumn leaf wallpaper, so I thought it was kind of cute. Now this house in particular is like 2 bedrooms, so we have like a kid's room, and then there's also like a parent's room. So right now I'm just in the like hallway, so I wanted to put something in here just, you know, just to kind of make it look nice. So I put an end table, a lamp, a nice rug, and I ended up using one of the base game chairs. It's like the little square one. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like one of my favorite ones in the game because it's just so useful. And then of course you can recolor it, so you can kind of make it look however you want to. And then I also like paired it up with that Seasons painting. I thought it was really cute. So this is the first bedroom. This is where the parents will sleep at. So I wanted this one to look kind of cozy too. So I went with like a more like burgundy, like purpley kind of color in here. So we have the end table from the Generations pack, and we also have like, of course, that leaf bed sheet in here as well. I was gonna color the pillows and the bed sheets to be like a white, but I was like, why don't we make them like a brown? That looks kind of cool in here. And then I ended up putting like the Seasons dresser in here as well, along with that big mirror. That's like one of my favorite mirrors. And I think that's pretty much it though for the upstairs portion. I had to like squeeze a pumpkin somewhere, so yeah, you know, like there's like a lot of like fall themed decorations, but there's not like a whole lot, so I had to kind of get resourceful. But moving on over here though, we have the kids room, which I love how this one looks, y'all. This is so nice and cozy. So you'll see you have like the beds, and I ended up using the dresser from the Generations pack, which I barely ever use that dresser. And then I did something kind of cool, so I put like a bookshelf at the other end of the room, and I ended up putting like a base game lamp and a couple of those base game chairs to kind of give like the kids in here like a little reading corner area. So I thought that was kind kind of cool. I was going to use like the hanging chairs that come with the Bohemian set on the Sims 3 store, but then I was like, maybe I don't want to put that because I don't know. I liked it, but I didn't really like it that much. So I was like, we could just use some of these base game chairs, you know, that looks kind of cozy in the corner. So I think I recolored one like to be like a burgundy, the other one's like a brown color. So it looks kind of cool. Of course, I did put those same curtains in here, y'all. Like those are some cool ones. Like I love the fact that we have a create a style tool in the Sims 3 because there's like so many ways to decorate stuff. And then even if you don't like the patterns that come with the game, if you like using custom content, you can just download different patterns, or you can also make your own if you download the tool, like the official tool from EA. Like it's so cool, y'all. I have a video on that. Maybe I'll leave a link down below. But moving on, this is like the second unit, so, or like the second townhouse, I guess. So over here, y'all, it took me so long to figure out what color to make the wallpaper in here. So I was trying to make the wallpapers on the each side of the unit kind of blend in, or like kind of match the outside. So like this is like the green section. The green section of this building, y'all, is like the biggest. It has the most rooms, it has the most space. And I feel like a lot of the times when you do put big spaces and big rooms in The Sims, it can sometimes be hard to make them look nice because you just have a lot of extra space. So like usually when I build, I tend to just make things smaller so I could like furnish it a little bit better, but having a lot of space, y'all, kind of stressed me out a little bit. Like this, I feel like I stressed the most on this section. So you saw the living room. It was really nice and cozy. So this is like a little walkthrough area. It leads to the kitchen. So I wanted this one to be like a home office space. So I ended up putting like one of the big bookshelves. It's like store content. And then I ended up putting like a computer desk. I think the desk comes with University, I believe. I put like a nice fancy chair from World Adventures. And then I ended up putting the plant that I think that comes with Island Paradise in the corner, just to kind of like, you know, just put some stuff here. It's not like a whole lot of clutter in here. You know, it is like a little walkthrough area though. But it will lead into this kitchen. So this kitchen was really cute. I knew right off the bat that I kind of wanted to make this unit look a little bit more fancier than like the other ones. Like I feel like the Sim that lives here is probably a little bit older. I feel like this house has like modern touches, but it's mainly like a classical kind of style of house maybe. So I knew right off the bat that I wanted to use these base game like classy cabinets. They're like kind of expensive too, but I was like, this will look so cool in here as well. And then I ended up putting I was gonna put like a table back here, but I was like, it's not enough space for it. So I put like another big bookshelf, and then I used one of those, I think they're like free on the Sims 3 store, like one of those big like plants. And I was like, that could be kind of cool in the corner. So I ended up putting that as well. It took me like a long time too to figure out what kind of color to make the rug. So I kind of settled for like a grayish, like brown color. But yeah, I used that. Like I never used this plant at all. And moving on, this is the dining room. So I was gonna put like 2 of those big tables, but I was like, TJ, that's a little bit too big. So I used the table from Seasons and I matched it with the chairs. I was gonna put a bar in here as well, but I didn't really like the idea for the bar. So I ended up putting like 2 of those china cabinets, and then I ended up putting a little like painting in the middle of it. And I thought it looks kind of cool in here too, especially like the painting. It looks like a countryside, and I thought it was like giving me the fall vibe kind of. I also like to put up like, you know, some fall decorations in here because I can't forget about that. And then moving on, this is like the bathroom that's like right beside. It's like a walkthrough area, so it can lead back to the living room. But I ended up like, you know, making this bathroom really nice too. I used a tub, and then I ended up using like one of the base game plants in the corner. Again, like some of these bathrooms do show up in the video, but a lot of them, you know, I cut out because it was just too many bathrooms. Like I noticed that halfway through that I forgot to like furnish a bathroom, so I had to like go back and furnish it. But moving on, this is the upstairs portion. So I ended up like layering 2 rugs to kind of make like an L-shaped runner, which was like really cool. And I think the first room that I tackle is this one. So I didn't really have like a lot of ideas about the types of sim, like the Sims in particular that would be here. I kind of just was like, oh, I want this one to be fancy. I want this one to be kind of homey. So if this was like a family home, this like section, this would be like where the teenage daughter sleeps at. So I kind of wanted to give her like a computer and like a nice bed, and that really cool bookshelf. It's like one of the god sets on the Sims 3 store, and I just got that set recently, so I was like, why don't I use it? And I also use like the armoire. It's like from the vineyard set, I want to say, and I never used it before, so I thought it was kind of cool in there. And then moving on, this room right here, y'all, was so weirdly shaped, so I decided to turn it into a gym. A lot of it gets cut out of the recording. I think I kind of forgot to record it, but you'll see a little bit of it now. It's kind of like a home gym, so I have like treadmills, weight machines, and stuff like that. Moving on in here though, this is the like primary bedroom, or like the parents' bedroom. So I wanted to use like a lot of nice regal fancy stuff, so I found like the full regal set, and I have like the whole set from the store. So I was like, why don't we use that in here? This is like my first time using a lot of these items, y'all. Like I said, this year I was really trying to branch out with my building and just trying to like do and use more stuff than my regular. So I made this whole entire bedroom like full regal set, and I was so upset because I could not get that mirror to center on the wall. and it was kind of stressing me out a little bit. But I do think this bedroom looks nice. I think this might be like the most cluttered bedroom out of all of the bedrooms in this whole entire build. So this one's really cute. I decided like at the very end to put like some pumpkins and stuff like that and some more like fall decor just to kind of have some stuff in here. But I gotta say, maybe this might be one of my favorite bedrooms, I think. And then like right here, I noticed that I kind of like deleted one of the walls for the build, so I had to like rebuild it. But this is the nursery, and I love the wallpaper in here as well. I used the leaf, like you'll see that leaf design a lot in this build, y'all, okay? But I ended up making this the nursery, so I used like one of the classical cribs, because again, this is like a fancy kind of house, you know, this little middle section is kind of fancy, and it is like the biggest one, so it kind of goes hand in hand, right? But I ended up putting a rocking chair. I think that rocking chair can only be used by kid sims and not like toddlers, so unfortunate, I guess. But I also put like an activity table, a rocking chair in there as well, and a dollhouse, just so your sims can have stuff to use. And then moving on, this is the third like building, and I knew right off the bat that I wanted this one to be a little bit kind of, I don't know, a little bit more lived in as for like the living room. So I ended up using like an older TV, like a big boxy older TV, and then I ended up putting like one of those big overhanging plants in here, and I thought it was like super cool. I don't know why, but I love that plant. I don't use it that much because it's kind of hard to use sometimes, but I thought it looked really cool in here. So I put that over there, and I matched it with the contemporary couches from the store. I also put like a little stereo down here too, and an end table. That end table is like one of my favorite ones. It comes with Supernatural, and it just fits in a lot of good places, y'all. So this is just me now trying to put up more decorations and stuff. I used like a little statue head, and I gotta say, y'all, this kitchen might be, if the other one was my favorite one, this one has to be my second favorite one. I love how this one looks. So as you can see, I used some I forgot what pack that tile comes with, but I ended up using like the Bayside set fridge, and I put like 2 Bayside stoves in here. I know that like a lot of simmers will put like 2 stoves in their sim builds, especially if they're like a rich family or they have like a big kitchen, and I don't ever really do it personally up until now, and I thought it was kind of cool. So I put like 2 stoves, and then I used like 2 of those base game tables. These are like really good tables, by the way, but I ended up using some of those, and I put like a big painting behind it. I ended up putting a bar in here, so you know, the other house didn't have a bar, but this one definitely has a bar. And then I ended up using like the same or like a similar leaf rug in here just because I thought it looked kind of cool. And then moving on upstairs, though, we have 3 bedrooms upstairs. So this one is the nursery, so I wanted this one to be like kind of, you know, fall themed, so I ended up using like a nice whimsical like painting. I ended up changing the color of the wallpaper to kind of be like a beige, like a dusty pink brownish kind of color, and I ended up using like really nice bookshelf. I think it comes with Pets or Generations, I want to say, and it's kind of cool because it has like a little like chipmunk or squirrel on it, and I thought it was kind of cute. I ended up putting like that little turkey design, that little turkey decor object in here too, and I ended up using the leaf. There's like leaf baby mobiles, but they're not like properly categorized. You have to find them by like searching, so I ended up putting those in here. And then this is just the kids room, so I knew that I wanted to have like 2 single beds in here, so I ended up putting a computer desk in here just so the kids can have something to use. It's not like the nicest computer, but you know, it'll get the job done. And it also lays out to a balcony, which I was gonna put toys outside, but I was like, maybe that's doing a little bit too much though. But if you want it, you can always put toys. I think at the end of the video, I did go back and I put a toy box in the kids room so they can have something to play with. But this is now the primary bedroom. This is like one of my favorite bedrooms too. This is maybe my second favorite one. So I wanted this one to be like very burgundy and orangey to kind of play into that fall aesthetic. So I ended up using that mid-century mirror and the bed and like nightstand and dresser that comes with seasons. And then I also had like a little sitting area here. So this bedroom also has access to a balcony, by the way, which I would just know like this would be like a really good view, especially like in actual fall time when you see the leaves fall, just to sit on your couch and then you can look out the window at the leaves falling, or just go out on the balcony and see them fall. That would be really good, y'all. So of course in here I am cluttering it up a little bit with some lamps and some flowers and some pumpkins, obviously. And what I decided to do though, I took that mid-century mirror and I ended up like swapping it over to the other wall over there, and I ended up using like that little reflecting like wall piece right here. It's not technically a mirror, but it's basically a mirror, but I ended up using that in here instead over the dresser because I thought it looked a little bit better. And then this is just me now, y'all, going back downstairs trying to furnish one of the bathrooms because I kind of forgot about it. But last but not least, y'all, this is the last house. So I wanted this one to be kind of like a darker purpley kind of color because it's, you know, some fall leaves do turn like purple, so I was like, maybe we can kind of play into that color scheme. I wanted this like section down here to be really nice and not modern, but like just really nice and kind of classy in a way. So I put like a computer desk down here. I put like a nice bookshelf, some paintings on the wall as well. And at the very end, you might not see it in the video, but I did change the color of that rug because it was like a orangey color, and I didn't really like it, so I ended up changing it a little bit. It didn't take me as long to do this house as opposed to like the green one. Like the green section, y'all, took so long, but this one didn't take that long. So I put like a little chair down here as well, and I recolored it. I really hope that your sim can get in. I might need to play test this unit because I don't know if a sim could get by with that clothes rack. I'm gonna see if I can move it though. And then moving on, this is the kitchen section. So I like the kitchen in here too. I used like the Ambitions countertops in here too, and it looks so nice. Like, y'all, I think I kind of outdone myself this time. And then I also put like a couple of those island counters in here too, just to kind of close off the kitchen a little bit. And I really wanted to use that pets bench, but it just wasn't going to fit in here, y'all. So I had to delete it, unfortunately. And the reason why, you'll see it a little bit in the video, but I didn't have enough space for the chairs in this table. I used the table from the Town Life Pack, and I paired it with the chairs from Seasons, and it just wasn't going to fit like I wanted, because I wanted to have like all chairs, you know? So I had to like move the door to like the little corner angle, unfortunately, so I couldn't use the bench, but it's whatever. And then now I'm just like getting pumpkins and stuff and lights and stuff like that. I think I put like a really nice painting back here too. I reused one of the paintings from like the other house, but it was all right, you know. And then this right here is just like the first bathroom. So this is like a little downstairs like bathroom by the kitchen. So I ended up using the same counters in here as well. I put a tub and a toilet. Nothing too fancy down here as well. I did slightly recolor the wallpaper, but you might not can tell, but it is slightly recolored. And I ended up using like the same tile pretty much everywhere in this entire build though. So when you go upstairs though, this is the first bedroom. So I think this is like where the parents would sleep. This unit only has like 2 bedroom, so I wanted the the parents to have the bigger one, so they stay here. I had to like rotate the bed the opposite way because there wasn't going to be enough space in here. I noticed when I was trying to put that dresser, I was like, yeah, there's not gonna be enough space, so I ended up moving it over here on this wall. And you might not see it in the video, but I did put like a little couch, the one from Seasons, in that little like window bay area because I thought it looked a lot cuter that way. Oh, this is a 3-bedroom, not a 2-bedroom, y'all. So this is a 3-bedroom. So over here we have the nursery. I knew I wanted to make this one a nursery because the room wasn't that big, so I was like, we could just kind of make this look kind of cool. So I ended up putting like a stereo in here. I put like the little mushroom like design on the sleeping mat, a nice rug in here, and I ended up using that dresser that comes with Ambitions. I like using it for nurseries, and I found these really cool decals. I used to use these a lot for my builds, but I haven't used it in a while, so I was like, why don't we just put those in here? And I put like some little plushies up. Now this bedroom and the other bedroom are kind of interesting because they have like a little walk-through like closet space. So what I decided to do was like just put like a clothes rack in there and just make it a closet. Like you'll see it right there, like the place with those 2 doors. You'll see it a little bit in the video though. But moving on now, this is just the teens room, and this is like the last build. So I wanted this one to be like very teen themed. So, you know, I feel like the sim that lives in here loves the color blue. They're into like art and stuff like that, comic books, just, you know, typical teen things, you know. But I really love how this build turned out, y'all. So if you want to download it, I'm gonna leave a link down below. Stick around for the screenshots, y'all, because the screenshots will show you like more pictures and stuff like that. But I'm gonna leave here, y'all. So please be sure to leave a like, comment something down below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Thanks for watching!